For whatever reason, I struggled to perform this song on piano. I don't even know why. It's not a hard song to perform on piano. For whatever reason, my brain just wouldn't remember how to play it every time I tried. So it took me a little bit longer than necessary to do this song. Greek flow, I'm Greek flow, Gorgonzola, hey. If you know what I mean. I'm Creek Flow. If you know what I mean. Oh, Ember, how nice. Too bad we're done. Nice. I released Batty. Batty, you're released.
Batty said, Vamos any world.
Okay. Anyway. Welcome to the stream. This is our first post 11 Pony Step stream. Welcome. I hope you guys like the album. I like the album. I wonder if it's in Ponalda yet. Let's take a look. That's my website. I do not see. No Love and Pony Step. One day Love and Pony Step.
Batty said, it like just came out.
I haven't listened to the Clips album yet, but I'm going to. I definitely need to. I have a really big back catalog of music to listen to. I've actually never listened to a Deaf Heaven album. But I heard what was it? The KEXP, some of the KEXP stuff from this past month, and I was like, that sounds pretty cool, so I'm gonna listen to that. And despite the Swans super fan that I am, I actually still have not listened to Birthing. I listened to McKinley Dixon. This album is amazing, but it's McKinley Dixon. He doesn't have a bad album necessarily. Here's the thing. I think personally, because I've seen this comment floating around of people being like, because like God is sort of out and Love and Pony Step came out in the same day. I think it's really strange to compare the two, especially because like the way I see it, Clips is the Clips album is an artist is an album, you know, by two rappers who haven't come out with an album since, what was it, 2009? And Love and Pony Step is like is completely, you know, far away from stylistically being, or culturally, especially being culturally relevant. And to me, now I'm not suggesting that this is the way you're being, but what I am saying is that when I see the comment of being like, oh, Love and Pony Step is like so much better than that Clips album, I'm like, I think it's really fascinating to say that about, you know, an album by two black artists. Comparing that to me, I'm like half white and definitely not black. And making this as this like assertion that they need to be pit against each other for some reason, and that when they're pit against each other, it's like we're punching down on the two black artists. I think that's a strange thing to do. You know what I mean? not saying that's how you were being, but like the comments that I've seen of people bringing up Love and Pony Step in clips in the same vein is like there's definitely a racist component to it, I think, whether intentional or unintentional. I think we need to like, for the most part, stop pitting artists and art against each other in general, but you know, that's my thoughts on it. Because there is a lot of racism on album of the year and Rate Your Music. Again, not saying that's the way you were being, but definitely good thing to think about. I listened to the Billy Woods album, and so far, it might be my album of the year, the Billy Woods. And I will have a hard time trying to give my thoughts on the Billy Woods album, because like really well done album that's like devastating to the point of like existential crisis. And the thing is that I discovered Billy Woods in 2023 with, well, I first heard of Maps, but the first album I actually listened to was Aethiopes. And then I listened to Maps afterwards, and then I started going through and listening to more of these. Aethiopes still remains my favorite Billy Woods album, but like, holy shit, this album was a lot to take in. Really good. Don't know anything about this album, but I'll definitely probably listen at some point. I love Bruce Springsteen. I have no idea what the fuck this is. Absolutely zero clue what this is. Like, I love Bruce Springsteen. I will put my life on the line for like this 5 run of albums is like nutty. Maybe not The River so much, but still, you know. Jade Remover, Revenge Seekers, obviously really like this album. Kind of concerned with how she's been behaving lately, but that's a different conversation for another day. I listened to this because I found, I do not know how to pronounce her name, but Natalia's they told us Las Flores album. I heard this when it came out, and like this broke me into a million pieces. Like, genuinely amazing album. The title track is one of the most beautiful acoustic songs I've ever heard in my life, if not the most beautiful acoustic song I've ever heard in my life. And so of course I was gonna go in and listen to this too, and this is fucking amazing also. The Ichiko Aoba is crazy. I still like Windswept Adan quite a bit more, but still beautiful album. The Little Sims was good. Not my favorite. It's probably of these 4 albums specifically, probably the lowest for me. Which is still high because it's Little Sims, and she's like the greatest of all time. But you know, I feel like it's gonna be really hard to top Simbi, because this album is generational. It's like perfect. So one of these days, we'll see. Haven't listened to this. I actually don't know much about this. If anyone has the knowledge of this album, give me the rundown maybe. I would talk about the Mac Miller album, but I'll like cry for like an hour, so let's try and avoid that. I love this album a lot. Let's move on. The Model Actors album, I really like their debut album a lot. Their debut album is one of the reasons why Monarch exists. On the other hand, this new album, while good, just sounds like the same album before, but less intense, and it was just like, okay, that's fine. Haven't listened to this. I need to listen to the Backwash album. Fluffy recommended it to me. I still haven't. I'm very curious about this, just for the cover alone. I don't know what's going on. It looks really cool. the tags are promising, you know what I mean? Don't know what this is. But it looks fire. I technically still need to listen to this album. I'm like behind on so many things right now. I heard some people talking about this one too, as well. ASAP Rock. Not ASAP. Aesop Rock. Have not heard this either. I like Weather Days music. I still haven't listened to this. I like Kali Uchis. I still haven't listened to this. I literally have so much. I did listen to the FK Twigs. Because I love Magdalene a lot. And this is a really great album too. Still need to listen to Clipping because everyone keeps telling me to and says that I remind them of them sometimes. I've listened to the self-titled. I don't think I listened to this one. I definitely haven't listened to this one too. Classic case of furry charting and then people getting mad about it. I will listen to it though. The Stereolab album I probably need to listen to, I would imagine. Oh. Hey, so Black Country New Road, right? My hot take. This probably really is a hot take. Is Forever How Long is their best album. And anyone's free to fight me about it. I will die on that hill, I think. All three of these albums are amazing. But this is the most fun one and the most interesting and lush one. So I don't fucking care, man. Like, you guys can go have your like weird like depression post-rock albums, like that's fine. I'm here to like for the joy and beauty of it all. Here's my other hot take, and this is someone who is like a Skrillex scholar. This is Skrillex's best album. I mean, this is better than Bangarang, this is better than Scary Monsters. This is better than Quest for Fire. I mean, almost everything's better than Don't Get Too Close. It's better than Recess. This is Skrillex's best album. Like, period. I love how much this does a little victory lap around every era of Skrillex in one place. It's awesome. I have to listen to this Sheerling album, and that's what scares me the most about my listening queue, because this album is very likely going to be terrifying. The Sheerling album. Sheerling is the same as by Alex Kent with Sylvie Simmons from Sprain. And this album is one of my all-time favorite albums. And it's one of the top 3 reasons that Monarch exists. And what really terrifies me about this is that this like really stings. This like really stings to look at for me. But these are the fucking stream numbers for Monarch of Monsters right now. I mean, Play Dead is sitting at 540k. Right? I go to Sprain, and this album has significantly less overall streams than Monarch. And this came out a year before. And there's something that really rubs me the wrong way about this. Because, like, without this album, Monarch doesn't really exist, and it's like, how did we get here? It's just the thought that I have. I mean, twice the monthly listeners too. But at 103K. So I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way because it's like I Monarch came after and I was like really inspired by that Sprain album. People don't give Sprain enough credit. They were really pushing the envelope for noise rock stuff. And they're clearly informed by they were clearly informed by a lot of the sources that I was researching as well to make Monarch. Like they knew their shit for that album. And it makes me really sad because I think a lot of people are gonna be turned off by like the sheer harsh noise of some of this album, but like this is like maybe one of the ugliest albums that's the most beautiful, you know? I think everyone should listen to this album even if they don't end up liking it. I think everyone needs to hear what they can do with sound and narrative with this album. Very much. Content warning, like everything for this album too, by the way. Just whatever content warning there could be for, just like assume it's here. But really amazing album. First time I've heard of Sprain, but I always like new stuff. I mean a lot of this Monarch doesn't exist without this album. That's how integral it is, I think. Yeah, the live version of God or whatever you call it is it ruined my life in the best way. Like this shit. These evil chords. And that does the whole, like... When I get to the part. Yeah, this part. Volume warning slightly for this. The whole song building for 14 minutes towards that sound is what makes that even more impactful, especially after the track list being what it is. And just the rest of the song carrying suit and shit. This is a really incredible album, and how much they use atmosphere. More art than music. I mean, same thing. But yeah, really important album, and really important album. But I have to listen to their new thing still, and I'm scared of it because I'm assuming it's gonna be scarier than Lamb as Effigy. So privilege of being intro is straight up jump scare. I mean... yeah. A little bit. It's funny, I always think of this song as like being very calm, but it isn't really. Anyway. By the way, wallpaper reveal. I could finally use all the Love and Pony step art for my wallpaper now.
Kindness World.
Kindness World. This was drawn by Okado. Or username Limokado. That's like my favorite. That's like the greatest. So proud. So proud of my creatures. It is Kindness World.
Yava.
I will go through one Love and Pony Step project, except for Love and Pony Step, because that one won't take too long. Someone, if I were to go through one Love and Pony Step project, which one would it be right now? Actually, there are some that I can't do because I need to like change some file names so that can't backtrack all of the samples just yet. But I know which ones those are. Worst rave ever, Live, Laugh, Love 2. I think I can't do Love and Pony Step because that one's too long, and then probably Jester and Digital Flower Field I can't do right now. Which sucks because Jester I have a lot of fun things for. Wait, why not dual-headed Hydronoid? Why can't we do dual-headed Hydronoid? Oh. It's like, oh no. And the funny thing is that when I was getting ready to release the album, like I knew that like the most divisive songs in the album were gonna be like Worst Rave Ever or Dual-Headed Hydronoid. Both of those songs are obnoxious as fuck on purpose. It's basically the two filter songs. I think most people in my general audience are gonna love those songs. I think people outside of my audience are gonna be really torn by them. And that's the point. Well, here's the thing. We're here to have fun. Dual-Headed Hydronoid is the best song on the album. You're like wrong, but like I think you're really awesome for having that opinion. That is like a really awesome opinion. Worst rave ever is because they can't handle fucking sassy ass Valley Girl shit. And it really shows. They weren't there. The kids don't know what they're missing. I mean, the dual-headed Hydronoid would be... I could do dual-headed Hydronoid. That one will be, like, kind of quick to do, because there's not a lot going on in it. Where's my project file? There's my project file. Yeah. I love Worst Rave Ever. It's one of my favorite songs ever. That rhymed. Well, it kind of rhymed, but it's just the same word. So it might not really count. I'm imagining 120 tracks. There's a lot of tracks for dual-headed Hydronoid just for like little FX blips and stuff. I haven't seen anyone mad about Peace Love lately, in terms of Miku. I must be looking in the wrong places. I don't fucking care though. Oh my god, that's me? Oh, okay. Alright, how many tracks do we have? What Mac am I running? I'm running an hold on, I don't remember the specs. It is Apple M2 Max, 64 gigabytes of RAM. Anyway, here's dual-headed Hydronoid.
We're being dominated. Go on the aggression.
Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Dummy,
So obviously we have the Droidica. Our little Droidica lasers. A fan of those.
Juicer. Dummy, so this is
Okay, so maybe it might be good to talk about the sausage of an 808.
this is the
At first, I was like worried that this 808 wouldn't work, but it ended up really working for me. Usually, I don't like high sizzling, boiling distortion like that because it sounds like really cheapo sometimes. But in this case, I think it actually ended up really working. And the way this was achieved is actually this is on 2 different tracks. I rendered it to audio because there were some inconsistencies when it was not in audio. But over here, you can see. It was, let's take off all the effects really quickly. This was an 808 that was just a very, very simple one at first. And also this is even pitched like this, so we take out the pitch envelope. That's the original 808. So the first big part is the pitch sweep, which does this. And then the way we get from point A to point B with this thing is... First is a distortion, which is from Saturn, which goes from this to this. Really just the low-end tape stuff going on. Then another Saturn, which is doing more tape distortion, but this one has some EQ filtering as well. And I liked this for its fucking artifacting. Okay, and then we get into this where, ironically, this high-pass move actually makes it louder. Because there's more headroom for everything now. Then another EQ, which does this whole fixing up this 210. Taking that out a little bit. Oh, you're huge. Help me. What are you doing? Get out. Help. Why are you so big? That was weird. You're so mean to me. Don't ever do that again, FabFilter. I'm growing. Okay. Shaper box, and this is basically transient shaping that first part. I was talking about shaper box the other day. Here's one of my favorite use cases for shaper box is you could obviously mess with transient shapers and compressors all day you want, or you could just load up shaper box, change it to envelope mode, and actually create the shape you want to transient shape it with absolute precision because you can see the waveform behind it. So I did that and also added a distortion shape doing this as well, which gives it that fat crunch. But the big heavy lifting is actually being done by Ableton's Roar on shards mode. So this is doing a wave folding technique where it normally, if you have a sine wave incoming, it'll shape it based on this shape here. And you can sort of do that calculation with the waveform being this shape instead, or being, well, that's the afterwards. Being this shape instead, sort of like a rounded square. Doing the same sort of transposition with this. It's really noisy and it's really jagged and it makes it do this. Turning that off and back on. That's what gives it that fucking nasty zipper quality. I call this the zipper 808. It just sounds like you're dragging an eternal zipper. Love the animation for that too. And then we have riff for a tiny bit of stereo width. Not a lot, but there is some. Another EQ move where I'm taming some of that width. And also pushing it even further with this frequency. Another EQ move. More tone shaping. And you guessed it. Another EQ move with mainly shaping the mids again. Then I basically shove that into a compressor like this way. And then into a clipper like this. And that clipper really rounds out everything. And then I rendered that to audio. And we get the sound. I took the best fluctuations and used those for the actual 808 because roar and rift together make it for a really unruly sound. So I tried to find where the distortion was the most consistent. And this is just a really fucking annoyingly fat 808.
Yeah, you don't see the bottom till you hit it. Makes you tired, that shit ain't fitted. Broken.
And also in the background we have these. Some growls that I made. This is part of a bigger growl set. So I think I actually made this growl with a sadistic Tushi voice sample as the source wavetable or something. Which is why it's called the Balloon Champion bass.
The bottom till you hit it. Makes you tired, that shit ain't fitted. Broken.
Is this the same growl technically? Yeah, so same deal there. So that's in the background there.
The bottom till you hit it. Makes you tired, that shit ain't fitted. Broken fist, broken heart. Oh my code is minute.
Fun fact about this. This is actually taken out of Jay-Z's Tom Ford for some reason.
Clap for a fitted, broken fist, broken heart.
I just like the Tom in that song.
Steady attack and surge just hold me steady. Hop in the pony, sacrifice. Are you ready? Double higher hydrant.
Where is that FX sample?
Steady attack and surge just hold me steady. Hop in the pony, sacrifice. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
This is from Cupcakes by Feather. It's the acapella.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
This is from Death Grips Tachyon because they have an acapella for it out.
Hit and all, between and beneath, every fragmented figure of speech, tongue in reverse. When
Double hydranoid, double face, paranoid. Push it down and flip a coin.
I found this. This is like a sample. I don't even remember where it's from. I took that and I reversed it here. So it sounds like... Had a dream where you sampled lifestyle somewhere? I'd love to, actually, to be honest.
Double hydranoid, double face, paranoid. Push it down and flip a coin. I'm your master, I'm your toy. Paralyzed, the sacrifice, taking the sides, yeah. Double kill, psych. Merciless on that ride.
Up in the morning, bring out the
So most of the work here is in the FX section, so I'll solo this really quickly. So I think the obvious question is this the Strider sound? And it totally is. The Strider death sound from Half-Life 2. Down here I have the Zay chant. Because of course I do. 4 Striders died to make this this track. Definitely more than that. I have the whale up in here because it's a fucking bro step album. The Star Wars ass laser sound. That's the GoldenEye silence thing. There's the Droidica.
juicer. Dummy, so this
I don't even know what this is from. This is just a gun sound. I used to play this. I don't even remember what it was called. There's like this mobile game for the iPod Touch in like 2012 that I used to play, where it was like a side-scrolling FPS game. And it was online, and the gun that I played with all the time made this sound, so that's what I chose for this, I guess. But I don't actually know where this comes from. It was not Call of Duty even a little bit. This was 13 years ago. Call of Duty was not on the App Store. Here's one of my favorite samples in the song too, is this. Doodle Army? Holy shit, you might be right. What the fuck? Hold on. That sounds really familiar. What the fuck? It was Doodle Army 2. You're right. Holy fuck. I haven't seen this in a million years. Holy shit. It was this. It was like actually this. I was playing this on the iPod. The iPod Touch. Do people still play this? Huge question. That's you. Yo, fucking shout out. Oh my god. Yeah, it was literally Doodle Army 2. Holy shit. That was crazy. Doodle Army stream. Okay, well, there you go. I picked the sound that I remember from Doodle Army 2. So, anyway. This sound. What this is... does it have effects on it? Yeah, it has these. Let's turn these off for a second. This was, I think, I don't remember if it was buckball or some other sport, but it's like the episode in season 9 where the student 6 or whatever do like the cheerleader squad thing or something like that. And I took that chance. 2, 4. Let's get the whole thing actually. We're the friendship squad. Say shit. Let me see if I can actually get this on screen. Hold on. Friendship squad chant LP. Cheer squad debut. That's it. Yeah, here we go.
Wasn't talking about the game.
Okay, here we go.
Nervous I've ever been. Yeah, sorry, can't talk right now. I sure hope Dash being nervous is a good sign.
Ocellus might go.
When I say friend, you say ship. Friend, ship, friend, ship. Welcome every pony to the halftime show. We're the friendship squad, and we're ready to go. We're here to cheer and get you all excited. If you'd like to join in, then you're all invited. It's a simple cheer, so don't time it late. It goes 2, 4, 6, great.
So it's that part right there.
Then you're all invited. It's a simple cheer, so don't time it late. It goes 2, 4, goes 2, 4, 4, goes 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4.
Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Dummy, so this is the way.
you. There's ponies that watch me when I'm going sloppy. E4, E5, pound up my alley. I'm taking the Taurus in Paradise Alley. Versace, Versace, but dip your head on me like either your mom. Turn you to stone like the bug in the kid. I'll be gunning you down and I don't give a shit. Put a bitch in bed. 1 trillion G's, gotta drop the feds. ACAB, put a B in a shed. 5 year with a gap.
Eat salad, yeah.
Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Dummy, so this is the way. Hop in the Vylet pony, getting the quick scopes. Hop in the Vylet pony, playing with the boss.
I'm on top of my shit when I'm at the lowest. Something about the game, maybe I should know this. But
And of course, the this part.
Hop in the Vylet pony, getting the quick scopes. Hop in the Vylet pony, playing with the.
Is not actually a sample. I just paid him to say that.
Why are the kiddies in the town scared of the top 5 videos? Because this pony became the crunky champion. How? By getting the quick scope all day and playing with the boss? Stop whispering to the fishy. Fishy will just tell you to open up the cans. Stop opening the cans. This is the way. Bring out the juicer to sing about the happy life. Hop in the Vylet pony. The music never stops. No. This way you fry the fishy.
So that was just cut from that.
Hop in the Vylet pony, getting the quick scopes. Hop in the Vylet pony, playing with the boss.
I'm on top of my shit when I'm at the lowest. Something about the game, maybe I should know that.
Wait, I like looking at the melody grouping, and it's just this one sound. It's just this one. That's the only thing I considered melodic. This entire song is just has no melody whatsoever.
I'm on top, so great and powerful. We got magic, know this. But I'm hot like Pyrus and crunk like Tiberius. So great and powerful, like Tiberius. So
Shout out Tiberius. Cause I'm crunk like Tiberius.
crunk like Tiberius. So great and powerful. We got magic inside us. Dual-headed hydronoid. This one's not for the boys. Run the cold and lay it up. Just let that you really suck. So just take a hop in for the dance on your sins. Every single head spins. Break a neck and then grin. Where do you think that I've been, bitch? Hop the pony in.
Oh wait, in this part also there's a. Actually, let me pair these both together. It's like, I'm trying to do like basketball shit, but like a basketball has less of a resonant frequency, so it's really just a dodgeball is actually being used, but use your imagination. Another aspect in here is I have this like drumline sound that moves the rhythm around a lot. I think compared with the drums, this is actually like super cool, cause like I like that aspect of it.
Do it for the win.
It's something that's worth mentioning also is that these vocals aren't sped up. So I am actually rapping these. With the vid stuff, it's almost never sped up. It's always usually at the exact speed that I did it at. So if I just take this off, this might be embarrassing sounding, but we'll see.
This hypocrisy is calculated. Fuck your bitch and juice it out. This game is rated. Head for every face, every taste, every self, every phrase, self and grace. Try it out, babe. Put a stomp in that rainbow fade. I don't give a fuck about the shades. Silly boys, I'm boogie brave. Yeah, I'm masquerade on that ball. 328 on that thrall. Pouring shots in the hall. I fuck your red in that stall. Hop in the lobby. I'm not taking pictures. I'm calling your mommy. Put you on solid 100% in the bitch cause we still modern talking.
So yeah, that was me actually rapping. It's not actually sped up. The only thing that's happening is the pitch is going upwards.
This hypocrisy is calculated. Fuck your bitch and juice it out. This game is rated. Head for every face, every taste, every self, every phrase, self and grace. Try it out, babe. Put a stomp in that rainbow fade. I don't give a fuck about the shades. Silly boys a floaty brain. Yeah, I'm masquerading that ball.
I keep seeing takes of people in the same pages being like, I fucking hate when she raps, and people in the same comment section being like, I fucking love when she raps. It's like really funny. I'm definitely gonna do it more because I have so much fun with this shit, and I think I can actually rap now compared to like the past, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Anyone who doesn't like it, it's like, you know, I don't know who you are. Okay, this is where all the fun samples are actually happening, because all of that was just practice. Here comes the actual interesting samples. First and foremostly, is this in the bass section? Yes. In the bass section we have this. Let's take off all the mixing I did to this. And what this is the song Paul by Gilliband, this song. I forgot this is like really quiet. Hold on. I have it on my computer. I can make it louder. It's that bass line. First of all, one of the most evil bass lines I've ever heard. It doesn't even have like a normal pitch. It just slides around. But then when you hear what it manifests into, yeah, this part's insane when we get here. This song is evil, dude. This is evil. And if you don't think it could sound more evil, then they do this whole situation with it. Then here's the actual insane part. Anyway, it's one of the most evil songs in history. The reason why it's so evil sounding is because it's actually about transphobia. Is the point of the song. So, that's a whole situation. So, the bass line here. The song is Paul by Gilliband, and it's from the album Holding Hands with Jamie. If you watch the music video for it, which can be extremely disturbing, you can see the clear transphobic narrative that they're trying to show, like a horror film of. But that bass line is used here. Just briefly like this.
Silly boys are voting. Hop in the lobby. I'm not taking pictures. I'm calling your mommy. Put you on silent 100% in the biz because we're still modern talking.
And this sound also. Is also from Paul. I'll take off all the effects I put on it.
Juicer, up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Dummy, so this is the way. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the.
Then there's this part. Which is the song Dish It Out by James Chance. Which is, this. So that's disabled here. I also didn't like time adjust it, so I left it like completely as is, so that the conflicting rhythms would make it sound even noisier.
Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony.
And then the other thing is this. Which is the song Marshall by DNA, which is this. Oh, that bass. So that's what's being used here.
Bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Dummy, so this is the way.
Also, with that thing at the end there is dishy. Or, yeah, that's dishy. which comes from so that's just that.
Kindness video of the world.
It is kindness video of the world. So there's like most of the interesting things of this project. Like everything else is pretty just like, I guess, standard, just samples or synths that aren't really doing too much. Hearing the vocals by themselves can be fun.
This hypocrisy is calculated. Fuck your bitch and juice it out. This game is rated. Head for every face, every taste, every self. Angel brace, self and grace. Trot it out, babe. Put a stomp in that rainbow fade. I don't give a fuck about the shades. Silly boys are floaty brain. Yeah, masquerade on that ball. 328 on that throw. Pouring shots in the hall. I fucked your van in that stall. Hop in the lobby.
Wait, where was that meow?
What?
Not that one.
Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow.
You're red in that stall. You're red in that stall. Hop in the lobby. I'm not taking prisoners. I'm calling your mommy. Put you on silent 100% in the biz because we're still modern talking.
Up in the pony, bring
Also in the sadistic Tuesday thing, you can hear some of the chest sounds.
up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the.
I think I should be able to find which one of this is.
Stop this cloudy man business. Do this. Hop in the pony. Bring out the juicer.
He said the thing. He said the thing.
Stop this cloudy man business. Do this. Hop in the pony. Bring out the juicer. Sacrifice the juicer. You got to be crazy. Be the madman. Sacrifice the pony. Sacrifice everything to bring out the fatty queen. The chicken tries to hide behind the teeny pawn. You munch on the pony. Attack the rookie. Dummy saves the rookie. You win the juicer. You win the game.
Also, we got a new one. Hold on, we got a new one.
Daddy said, excellent.
Excellent. Hold on.
I have beef with a baby.
So just punch the baby.
Look, you idiots! Just punch the baby. So obvious.
But we already got the bishop, so we're already extra happy. So
This is one of my favorite ones. I should have sampled this on the album, but the sentence he says in this.
So I don't know what's going on. Maybe he went to make some breakfast. You know, it's too early in the morning. Breakfast is the way.
Breakfast is the way. Arya, what do you think? Yes, I think breakfast is the way. Like, whatever, Arya, okay. But, like... anyway.
Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Dummy, so this is the way. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer.
Also, what did someone say? I have to scroll up for a second. It was this album has been an absolute fever dream with how many sound bites you used. I think you need to understand that Love and Pony Step, the song, broke my record for tracks. I'm not gonna show the whole Love and Pony Step project, but let me open it really quickly, and I hope my computer doesn't crash. But we exceeded the track record. So the original song that had the most amount of tracks in it was The Watcher on Mystic Acoustics. And I don't even think there was a really good reason for The Watcher having as many tracks as it had. it had around 300 something, 320 maybe. And there's like not really a reason for it. It was just like all the space was used incorrectly. So it was just a lot of repeat stuff. But Love and Pony Step has over 340 tracks of audio in it, which broke the record. And there are some tracks in there that are muted and are used as like reference tracks or for keeping files there, but I still count them because the project actually crashed at one point and I lost all the progress for one of the sections, but I happened to have resampled that section into one track, so all the tracks that it would have been were consolidated into one. I don't remember how many there were, but it definitely exceeds the amount of tracks that are muted. So okay, here's Love and Pony Step. So this project probably looks really, really small right now because Ableton did a new update where groups all take up the same amount of space now. But let's expand everything. Okay, this is the song Love and Pony Step. So now don't worry. I mean, mate, you can worry if you want to. That's up to you. So this is Love and Pony Step, the song. It has a few instruments in it. And the thing is in this section here, which one is it?
All this fear when you love life.
This.
So many opportunities.
Is this entire section of the song is consolidated to this one track. Because again, what happened was I was resampling this section of the song so I could record over it with the vid voice and change the pitching and everything. But then my Ableton crashed and I hadn't saved for the entire duration of writing this section for some reason. I was being really stupid. But because I had resampled it, I still had it in the Ableton files. So the only way I was able to revive this part of the song was to just put the fucking resample file in here. And I don't remember how many tracks this is, but if I play this, it's probably a lot of them. Everything you're hearing is consolidated to this one track. So you'll see there are some tracks that are muted either for reference or for resampling and stuff. Well, that one's automated, that one doesn't count. But because this entire part of the song is consolidated to this one area, I technically consider the track count to be accurate. So if we scroll down here, the official final track count of Love and Pony Step is 345. 345 tracks of audio. And that's also considering that the Tracy breaks part here. A lot of her sounds are consolidated to one track. So like, well, this is the drums. Oh wait, I forgot to expand these. And these. A lot of her sounds are consolidated to single tracks, so... These are the sounds that Tracy contributed. And this part's... This track is actually a bunch of different sounds all in one, I think. And that's just in one track here, though, because it was exported that way. I like this thing. And something else I learned from Tracy while working on this song was she's the one who made the kick drum for this. This one. She made it so the kick drum was actually changing pitch based on whatever the sub was. And I know that's a thing you can do to make things have like better phase relationships, but like the way it worked in here, if I just solo the drum and bass parts, just... It really makes it even punchier sounding by just pitching the kick around with the sub bass. So I might do that more in the future because it sounds really good. Now, contrary to what people might think, the final drop of this song, this one, this is all me. So Tracy only worked on this section of the song here. So this sound design here is all me. Anyway, do not have time to go through all of the Love and Pony Step project, but I wanted to show how many fucking tracks of audio went into this. Once you start getting to this many tracks, it's like probably really confusing how you even add things to it, because it's like you lose track of where everything is. But yeah. I really am happy with this song. Okay. But now it's like the album's out. I can talk about the music and stuff all I want now. It was so hard to just wait around and Jacob Collier kind of project file. Okay, here's the thing is I don't technically think it's impressive to have a song with a lot of tracks. Especially the Jacob Collier case. And also I'm not saying that having 345 tracks in Love and Pony Step should be impressive. What that should tell you is that I probably am not organizing things as good as I could. You know what I mean? I'm not consolidating more things and putting them in like, you know, easier ways to see them all at once. Some of the greatest songs you've ever heard in your life are only going to be 4 to 8 tracks of audio, you know? So don't ever be like, holy shit, I want to make music, but I need to have 345 tracks. Like, don't even think about that. You could make a world-breaking song with, you know, a drum track, a bass track, a melody track, and a vocal track. And that's all it takes. G6 was like 5 tracks for the instrumentals. That actually makes a ton of sense. And it's a great song. I need to listen to that whole album. I'm kind of scared that listening to all of what was that called? It was something Wired. Was it Free Wired or whatever? I don't remember what the album was called, but listening to the whole Far East Movement album would ruin my perception of J6, but, you know. Oh yeah, making music in a tracker helps you learn constraints as well. Originally, Web Punk was going to be a song where I tried to use a minimal amount of tracks as possible, and I just couldn't do it. And I feel like that's a weakness on my part. But I couldn't get it to sound interesting for me personally. Web Punk used to sound kind of very different. Hold on. I'm so used to the current version now, but... So here is this one. I think it was in 120. Oh no, it's in what tempo is this in? 126. The first demo for Web Punk is from January of this year. And it sounds like this. Oh, let's put this up. Here's the original demo for Web Punk here. Let me flip between both of them. And then if you compare this to the later chorus. This original demo was like 6 tracks. I tried so hard to make it sound good to my ear, and I was just so bored. I was so bored of this original demo. Compare it to again. But whatever, you know. It was an experiment. I still want to try at some point to make more songs with like limited tracks. It's just my brain does not like it very much, and I think that is a weakness of my artistry. I think that is a weakness. It's all of this to say, you know, if you want to make music, you do not have to have a million tracks in it. And also, if someone else is like being like, "Ha, look how much better my thing is because of other thing," well, you know, look at how many tracks, blah, 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 blah. I think I saw at one point someone comparing the Martin Garrix Animals project file with a Madeon project file and being like, hey, look how much better Madeon's music is compared to Martin Garrix. It's like, they're like completely different styles of music. It's like, they're both electronic, but it's like, what's this comparison even mean? Anyway. Just because a project file looks boring doesn't mean it's bad. But in Webpunk's case, it was boring to me. So, you know. How much better the music is. I wonder if I can find it. Martin Garrix versus Madeon project file. Yeah, it's exactly like I remembered it. I actually got it completely right. Why do I have to go on Facebook for this? Okay, thank you. Here's the post, and it's like nauseating. It's like really nauseating. Look how much better Mandion is at music than Martin Garrix. Like, this is so annoying, dude. Relax. If you listen to both of their music, you know they're both good at making music, and that's it. You don't have to be this way. It's annoying. And also, you'll notice that for the Martin Garrix project file, these are like long things of like melodies and stems and stuff. And a lot of the tracks in Madion's project, those are dedicated to singular sounds that occur a few times. You know, there's a bit of a bias that they're not really bringing up here. The Martin Garrix project file is still, you know, much smaller, and yet you listen to a Martin Garrix song and it makes you feel some shit. So it's like, whatever, man. And no offense, because I prefer Madion over Martin Garrix, but like Martin Garrix is the one who released like the tracks that have gotten like hundreds of millions of streams on Spotify. Like, you can't get around that. Like, talk about the project file all you want, but Martin Garrix is the one who's in the bag for this song. Is this the greatest song of all time? Not really. But, like, you can't argue that he isn't doing something with the limited amount of tracks in that project file or whatever. You know? It's whatever. The impact font meme on Facebook actually being relevant to anything impossible. It's true. All love to impact font, though. Also, as cheesy as that song is... I can't hate it. It's like cute. It's like fun. Like, I can't hate it. It's not great. It's not like the greatest thing in the world, but like, you know, I trust Martin Garrix production wise. So you know what? I don't care. Okay. Oh, that's my website. Let's see if I know anything about Vylet Pony music. It's the only song you know. Never Looking Back. Nice. It did the funny line. This last one samples every other song ever made because I think we're getting to that point. That's Mark of Harmony? Shill your website. I don't have much to show right now. It's just kind of like chill. You can click on the music tab and look at all the music stuff, and yeah. Wait, guys, you want to do like a really big... Don't tell anyone. But I did put the, you click on this link and you can see the story for Getaway. You can see the story for free here. But there is like a big Joker's trick. And that is if you highlight the text. You can click this and the whole album is here. If anyone wants it. But don't tell anyone. You have to let them find it themselves. But that's my Joker's trick. Don't tell Vylet. Damn. Vylet Pony would really hate it. She found out people were pirating her music. That would suck. What? Huh? I should know what this is. Is this apparition? Okay, I'm wrong. It was nurture. The Armada. Nice. What? Oh my god. Is this Princess Cuckoo? Okay, thank you. I heard spoken word. That was like the first thing that came to my mind. Well, that was scary. Wait, what? Is that not? Oh, I have completely forgotten what song this is. Is this not Squid Galaxy? Oh, it is, okay. No idea what that is. You'll... Oh wait, also, let me find the fucking, Oh no, where is it? No, where is it? Oh, where is it? Hold on, I have to find this. Not the gifts. Damn it. Oh, here we go. So, 4 years ago, when AI was a completely different beast, it wasn't as, you know, it wasn't the way it was right now. Someone on Reddit had posted, they had some AI thing look at the track list of Porter Robinson's Nurture and try and auto-complete it with more track names. And I saved that image a long time ago. And I think it would be interesting for everyone to look at that list. Life Like Through Trying to Feel Alive, that's the original track list. These were not on the album. This is the shit that AI came up with. I want everyone to look at these for a moment. Sometimes the world is a funny place. Three of these are song titles that I've used in a way. Now, A Now a Surprise is the only one I've used like kind of verbatim, but these two I changed a little bit because I didn't exactly like how they were worded. But I still have something to teach you became I've still got something to teach you. And Walking with a Dragonfly became Walking Beside a Dragonfly. I was like, I actually really like those song titles. I would never do this now because like AI has gotten to the point where it's dog shit, stupid, ruining everything. But this was like a lightning in a bottle because it was just before AI started ruining everything. Well, not just before, but a year or two. I can't wait for the song you're in on Promise Complex. Yeah, okay. Now that we've gotten through the, oh my god, I've used some of these song titles, let's talk about the ones I haven't used. What the hell do you mean the song you're in? How do you find these random files so easily? How good is your file management? This is the worst thing possible, but I actually don't organize most of my files. I just usually remember where they are. This is in my memes folder. And I just knew about the time where I saved it, so I went there and found it. I don't know what's wrong with me, because I usually forget most things. I will eat food and then forget what I ate like an hour later, but I know where all my computer files are. Like, by heart. Anyway, the song you're in your heart, you can't see. I guess so. Before Smile, I would have been like, there's no fucking way Porter Robinson would have a song called One More Saturday Night. But after Smile, I'm like, maybe he would have a song called that now. You know what I mean? Gorgeous. Now a surprise is great. Dumb things to do in love. This sounds like... This either sounds like a 2008 new rave song or 1947 operatic piece. And there's like no in between. It's either one or the other. You know what I mean? Or the name of a sitcom. Yeah, true. Why not both? Porter Robinson completely acoustic cheesy love song album win. I would take it. I think we're unlearning shame musically. I think everyone's unlearning shame. And everyone's just doing things that are nice for your heart. I've obviously left this one out. Let's talk about this. Pilgrim featuring Pharrell. Again, 2021, when AI was still funny and good and reasonable. What the hell? Where did Pharrell come from? Where did the AI infer that Porter Robinson would collaborate with Pharrell? When did it infer this? I only have one folder and its downloads at 6.8 gigabytes. Okay. Let me show you my current hard drive situation. Up here, if you will. These are the hard drives that are plugged in. I have a 12 terabyte hard drive that's unplugged right now. For perspective, let me go to the... Here are the Vylet Pony master files, right? For everything I've ever released. I want you to look at the size of the Love and Pony Step folder. That is 64 gigabytes. For perspective, let's go back to Winter's End. Winter's End is 2 gigabytes. You could say that more goes into these albums these days. NASA computer. A little bit. The new Macs are really good. The new Macs are kind of crazy. This isn't even a new one anymore. I think I got this in 2022. When is it? Might have been 2022. I don't remember anymore. Can't believe you made Winter's End 30 times now. 11.7 is 32 times better than Winter's End confirmed. It's true. I'm pretty sure I still have the Winter's End project files. How much RAM do you have? 64 gigabytes. Septinymph does have his own folder. Oh, I forgot this was on screens. Yeah, Septinymph does have its own folder. I've just been reading chat. When will the winter end? I don't know. But shout out Love and Pony Step folder. Has everyone gotten a chance to read the lyrics booklet yet? Because I put my whole ass into this fucking thing. Huge fan. That's my lodestar, my baddie. For the webpunk page, I put my completely legal version of Nero's Welcome Reality on screen. These are all real, by the way. This is an actual fake like trainer card. All the dates are completely accurate to the computer files. So if I go over here, I type July, what was it? Oh. Was it July 5th? July 5th, 2010? For the record, I've been a Meganium truther my whole life. There's like a whole, I've heard like a whole recent like thing of people like hating on the Meganium evolution line. I'm like, why? Who's getting mad at my leaf creature?
Savvy said, is misogyny.
Is misogyny. Here, Chad, so all of the photos, for the most part, oh, let me double check. Aside from things like the cadence hat, is that it? Yeah, the only irrelevant photo in this entire thing is the cadence hat. I just decided to have it there for fun. Every other photo and every other page is relevant to the song in some way. One of the reasons I have the Giants World Series thing here is because I actually used samples of the Giants winning the 2012 and 2010 World Series. Was it the 2010? I don't remember which ones it were. The Giants winning the World Series. And that's where you hear a lot of the cheering and corporate illustration and walking beside a dragonfly. The reason why that's super relevant is because obviously there's a lot of like wrapping up my homesickness arc with this album, because I got to go to the Bay Area for the first time in like almost 6 years, and I got to like heal that part of myself. So Loving Pony Step was like sort of concluding the homesickness arc of everything. And I was thinking a lot about like sports and when the Giants won the World Series, because that was a really big deal because they don't fucking win anything. And sampling that as like kind of a ode to, you know, old Bay Area stuff. And K-Fog, the whole thing where you hear the K-Fog tag in corporate illustration is K-Fog was the old Bay Area alternative rock station that got shut down right before I left California. And it shutting down was a big thing of being like, holy shit, Spotify really is killing radio, you know? So that's like super relevant to corporate illustration, because that thing, K-Fog, which I had grown up 20 years of my life hearing every single day of my life, every day I went to school was K-Fog, you know, wherever we would go, it was always K-Fog was the station we were on. And suddenly in 2019, they're pulling the plug on it. And at that time, I was starting to use Spotify, and I was like, that was like crazy to me. And I think a lot of people in my generation don't really value radio as much. I mean, I don't really listen to the radio much anymore. It's inconvenient a lot of the time. But it's like a lot of people don't think about how much radio necessitated a lot of the sounds and feelings of our childhoods, at least in our generations over here, in my generation, because, you know, with the convenience of a million trillion songs in your pocket now, it seems so underwhelming to consider radio a thing at all. And I don't think anyone I know, no artist I know, has ever paid homage to like K-Fog, the radio station. The only people I know who ever like really talked about K-Fog shutting down were like older people, you know, people who are in like their 50s, 60s, 70s now. I don't really hear anyone in my generation talking about it. So I was like, I would really love to just pay a little bit of homage to it in Falling in Love with a Corporate Illustration, you know, in honor of the fact that fucking, you know, radio dies to streaming, you know. So that's a really important thing to me, to just include that here. Just rambling about that. I want to know what font this was, because I have no idea how I made this forum signature. Also, I don't know who is... will you post the individual songs on YouTube? Non-music, or will they just be on every other platform ever? Yeah, so over the next year, I'm going to post the backlog of Monarch, Love and Pony Step, and Girls Who Are Wizards to YouTube one at a time. Which is going to be great because I'm going to be really deep into working on Promise Complex and Fairy Tale stuff. And what I was thinking was, I don't know necessarily when or if I'm going to rewrite Mystic Acoustics and Homeworld's fanfics. But let's assume at some point I do rewrite them. I think it would be a really neat thing to do, where once I finish the story for one or both of them, we do a premiere of Mystic Acoustics and or Homeward as a full album on YouTube. Because, you know, Carousel is when we started uploading the albums in full. And I haven't done that with the other albums. And it's like, I think that would be a really cool thing to, you know, announce the rewrites with the albums coming as a full video on YouTube and premiering them. That would help introduce, you know, people, a lot of the newer listeners to all that stuff at the same time. So that's my thought. Also, this is the original Seductive Turtle art. That's like the actual Seductive Turtle. 1-to-1, that is it. So, you know. That's history. That's TV, that's television. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple more of these, then we'll start gaming and lose half the audience. Overrun. Fuck, Mary Kill. I just want you to notice me. Help me! Now announcing the bird, right?
Savvy said, bellow.
Right?
Yeah.
The bird is typing.
Moonlight said, hey.
A. Nice. Sugar Bell. Salute guy. Are we like almost caught up with this? Holy shit. I think we could actually catch up with this. 188. Harper. Mark of Harmony. Good grief. Look at me remembering Fish Whisperer songs. Nomad? In the name of friendship? Okay, okay. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. The Colossus? This is no matter what, but which one? Is it 2018? 2017? 2016? There we go. Oh, it's the new Daybreaker, thank God. I could tell by the drums, but... No! No! Is this, Swarm? Sounds like the Clerk's part of Swarm. Fuck. Oh, colorless? This is a I was afraid, but I'm just changing my... I had to turn on a flashlight to change my audio volume. I almost had the audacity to ask what song that was. Okay, we're getting there. Dexter? Oh. Almost had the audacity of to ask what song that was. Come on now. Nope. That colorless again? Why? Why do this to me? Ay. Why do this to me? I have to change my volume again. Okay. We got this. Again, almost had the audacity to ask what song that was. Fuck. I don't know what song this is. Could this be On the Sea? No, it's not. I think this is Hair Fox? Fuck. One of the only good Queen of Misfits songs. Nice. typewriter? No? Oh. Is it an Odyssey or Odyssey? I don't remember. An Odyssey. I turned my volume all the way up, and I can barely hear anything with that one. It sounds like something fading in or out, like a drum, some sort of drum thing fading in or out. I think it's either Protagonist Syndrome or Syndicate or one of their surrounding songs. I'm gonna go with Protag. Okay. Oh, it was none of those. It was a different kind of magic. Okay. We're so getting there. Only a few more to go, and we've completely caught up with the Punalda. What? What has a resonant that intense? With that level of noise? Is this, City of the Silent? Okay. Just... Fuck, is it not apparition? Oh my god, it was Roses. Okay. Okay. Almost there. Was that the song name? Or was it Prince of Ossia? No idea what the song is. Can I hear that one more time? Thank you. What switches do you have? Holy pandas. No clue. Okay. Help? Almost like you worked on these or something. I mean, you'd be surprised at how hard it is sometimes, Harper. When it gives me weird noises that don't make sense. Like this. What am I supposed to do with this? Fisher's Landing? No. Help? It's not even that. It's fucking Hippogriff Festival. But let me make sure I spell this right. I fucking spelled Ember so wrong. Embner. But I typed Fisher's Landing because I heard the intro segment that was like bleeding into it. So I was technically right the first time. By technicality. Sacre? And get the Greek one. No? Oh. Okay. Fake Vylet fan, I know. Literally, just give me 2 seconds of... give me a half a millisecond of earnest. No, that doesn't make sense. Half a millisecond is almost instantaneous. It is instantaneous, basically. We're getting into the femtoseconds here. Okay. Ernest is that good, yeah. It's too bad that Aloe and Lotus as a supporting album just isn't good enough to handle Ernest. I should do the thing I was doing yesterday in Call, where I start fixing all the albums. Hold on, I'll talk about that in a second. Is this everything Glimmer? I can't tell. No?
Moonlight said, not again.
I'm gonna do it again, Bean.
Make you feel.
Come on, we're almost there. 2 more to go. Already get no matter what twice? No way! No matter what twice in a row? That's the first this has ever happened in a single panel though. Holy shit. That's nuts! That's awesome. And it's in sequence. It goes from 2012 to 2013. Nice. I don't usually do verbal interviews. I did the one with Nitty because I trusted Nitty to do a decent interview, so I don't like answering the same questions over and over and over again. Like, what are your inspirations? When did you start making music? Like, why do you like My Little Pony? It's like, oh, I'm so sleepy. If someone dares to ask interesting questions in an interview, then maybe I'll do another one. It should become Pondle. It should be called Pondle. I don't know why it's this, but it's fine.
That's sure.
Last one. Uh-oh. Oh, this is a... I was scared for a second. I was afraid for a second. Is this a Pondle speed run? Yeah, I think I just finished it. Let's check. I'm gonna get really dizzy from this.
Davi said, Ooh.
Okay. I've done every single Violet Ponelda. We did it. We are completely caught up. Fuck. They should do a hard... They should program a hard mode just for me. That gives you less time for everything. Not even... You know, they should add a competitive mode for me in specific, where all the times are cut in half, and there's a 30-second timer for all of them. Who are competing against? Me. I'm competing against me. Vylet Guesser. And that's what this is, basically. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. I'm sorry, Bean. I'm sorry, Bean. I'm sorry, Bean. Let me go to the Canon catalog. So, I was doing this last night. She's tired of it. Everyone's like, oh, why don't you, like, put Queen of Misfits on, like, physical or whatever? And it's like... Because the album isn't, like, good. This is probably why. And I'm like... I could improve this album a lot by doing this. I know people are gonna get mad at me. I know people are gonna get, like, mad at me. But, like, everything in red, just delete it, and that's how you make Queen of Misfits, like, a better album. I know people are gonna get mad at me, but it's like fine. This is how you fix the album. And then also the songs that remain, like, do them good instead of, like, bad. It was released right before the pandemic while I was, like, getting kicked out from California and moving to Portland. Misfits of Queen of Misfits is actually really clever. You used to be gentle and kind. This isn't the way. Beat, it's like fine. It's my own music. I can be mean about my own music as much as I want. I think Queen of Misfits is technically the worst offender of all my albums to have this much, like, filler that I don't like. Another thing is Colorless. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. The thing with Colorless is a lot of the songs that I'm gonna remove aren't bad, it's just they don't feel like they belong in the album. Bugs. Well. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Okay, this is the red ones in red I would remove. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're adding color to the track list. It's not colorless anymore. Every Dream I just don't like. That's just like a lesser Prom Night Equestria. Nectar, I do like this song, but it feels completely out of place for this album. Guinea Pig Dreams I think is really cute, but it has nothing to do with the story. And Diaries I Kept I just don't like. Everything else can stay. Wanderer, Nomad, and Magic Bitch I liked. I agree with most of the removals, except for 3 songs. It's kind of a lot of songs, actually, but... No, if you like the song, then that's, like, completely valid, you know? Music is so subjective. You can like whatever you want. I think for Diaries I kept, it's like, I don't like the production on it very much, and the mixing I don't really like very much. The drums and Diaries I kept are like really thin, and they're super like fake sounding for a song that where it really shouldn't sound fake sounding, in my opinion. Would you change anything on Cutie Marks? Alright, here we go. I was avoiding doing this one.
Davi said, help.
But you asked. You asked for the Cutie Marks one. So. Okay. No one can be mad at me because everyone asked for this. So, here's how you can fix Cutie Marks, is by deleting those songs. Mostly. Okay, let's talk about this for, like, everyone relax. Let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about this for a second. Syndicate is one of the worst mixed and mastered songs in the history of the universe. Like, not even just in my discography, like, one of the worst mixed songs in the entire world. It has no excuse being as garbagely, like, mixed and mastered as it is. It is just unacceptable to me. And same thing with Non-Existent Meet Cute, but Non-Existent Meet Cute has the additional issue of, like, the vocals and the guitars just not being good enough. They're just not good enough to me. Atychophobia I like, actually, but again, I don't feel like it belongs in the album. Goodbye,
Davi
Bean.
said, you killed Bean.
No, Bean's back.
Now announcing
Never
Moonlight
mind.
Glow.
It just, I don't feel like it belongs in the album, even if it is like Scootaloo related. It's just like whatever. Harper, I love this song, actually. It's just, the engineering for the mix and master is like really bad. Compared to the rest of the album, it's like super muddy, and like I need to fix that a lot. And How to Kill a Monster is very similar in that the engineering is really bad. A lot of the like drums suck ass to me. And it's like, this song could have been done so much better. And the thing is that Cutie Marks and Before, I think we were talking about this already, the other stream, was like, I was not locked in. I was like really still doing this all very like casually, and not casually, but like I wasn't putting my all into it. After Cutie Marks, my standards and quality expectations, you know, I set those properly.
And said you like Cutie Marks, don't you, Vylet?
Wait, what did? I had to read what you said.
Davi said, good.
All right, here's what Bean wants from me, apparently. Wait, who's playing SpongeBob if I'm Squidward?
Moonlight said, SpongeBob.
Okay, I guess I'm meeting SpongeBob.
Davi said, true.
Anyway, here's the thing though. With Queen of Misfits, I'm probably going to redo that album at some point, and I'm likely going to do the changes that I put on the previous thing. Colorless, I don't think I'm going to do that, because I don't think I'm going to remake Colorless. But if I do, I would employ those changes. However, with Cutie Marks, even though I feel this way about the album, I'm never going to remake Cutie Marks or like reissue it in some way with all the issues fixed. Because I think with Cutie Marks, despite how dog shit the engineering is on Syndicate, how inappropriately performed the parts on Non-Existent Meet Cute are, the mixing issues of Harper and How to Kill a Monster, and Atychophobia just not feeling very relevant, despite all of these things, this is the album where I feel like that's the most appropriate for these things to just exist there anyway. Because Cutie Marks was such a desperate, like, necessary attempt at expressing the things on this album. I didn't give a fuck about the mixing. I just needed to make this album work musically. I just needed it to exist as it was. I had done, you know, hopping around genres a lot in different albums, but with Cutie Marks, I wanted to push that envelope really, really far. And this was the first time I was really trying to push it really, really far. It's a beautiful mess. That is a good way of putting it. With Love and Pony Step, I feel like I accomplished doing the genre shifting with consistency this time. And so Love and Pony Step is sort of my Cutie Marks redux in a way. But I'm not going to change Cutie Marks as it is. I want Cutie Marks to stay this way. It is really, really, really flawed. But in this case, I think that's really important for it to exist that way. But, you know, Queen of Misfits, I don't feel that emotionally attached to, like, Queen of Misfits' like current state of being, so I will bulldoze the fuck out of that. I don't care. I just want the album to be good. Okay, Violet. So I know you say the songs are money, but I have one question. Who the fuck asked? Nobody. It's just me. A lot of people praise Cutie Marks, even after the Rate Your Music bombing of 2021. The scores have been going up everywhere. It got a fucking must hear on album of the year. I'm the only one posing these questions. But, you know, I think that just means I've become a better artist for myself. If I heard these issues in someone else's music, I wouldn't really care as much, you know. It's sort of, who's yelling? Oh. This is sort of just for me. I don't really think this way about a lot of other people's music very much, unless it's super egregious. Do you normally bounce around between tracks and when making an album, or just pick a song and work till it's done? A bit of both. So for Girls Who Are Wizards and Monarch, I tried out a new technique where I basically was demoing. I basically started with a track list and then made different demos until I had like a demo for each song on the track list. And then once I had those down, I basically went through chronologically and finished each song until it was done. So, for example, Monarch of Monsters, once I had a demo that represented every single song in the track list that I had developed, then I started with Pest. I worked however long I did on Pest, finished Pest, went on to Play Dead, and worked on Play Dead until it was done. Then went to The Heretic, worked on The Heretic till it was done, and so forth. That's what I did for Girls Who Are Wizards and Monarch. But for Love and Pony Step, I broke out of that one. And what I did was basically I was jumping around. You know, I had a faux track list up. Sometimes I would get a new idea for something that wasn't on the track list that I'd added to the track list. And this would just be a back and forth of stuff. The album sort of developed by developing it, which might sound silly, but it's like I had an initial idea, and as I did more things, I had more ideas that contributed to the previous ideas, so I would do those. With Love and Pony Step, I was finishing songs while I didn't even have demos for other songs. I think, if I remember correctly, I finished like a few songs in chapters 1 and 2 while half the songs in chapter 3 didn't even exist yet. Which is very different from my normal workflow. Because I really wanted to be in a different mindset when I got into chapter 3 stuff. So I wanted to make sure everything else was like, you know, handled at least a little bit more before I started demoing stuff for chapter 3. And it's also worth mentioning that when I'm like super critical over my old work, most of the time I still do so super adoringly. The only thing that I don't feel that way with is like stuff that's been retconned, because I feel like it's just, you know, toxic, unhealthy, and like dangerous to have those things up. Those are the only ones that I look back and I'm like, oh, this is not okay. With Fish Whisperer, I don't remember the transitions being very difficult. I actually think I like the transitions in Fish Whisperer, but I could be misremembering. If you could tell me which ones you think were awkward, I'd be curious. I'd be curious about that. Being an outsider to music production is that uncommon, that kind of workflow? I honestly don't know. I just know what I do. I don't really study the way other people do stuff very much. What are some projects you recommend for a new producer? Do you think it's better to jump into study and exercise or just full send it? Well, first of all, what kind of music are you anticipating making, or are you just doing whatever you feel like right now? I think is a good place to ask that question first. No ill shall be spoken of Fish Whisperer. I mean, Fish Whisperer has its flaws. I like all the songs on Fish Whisperer. I wouldn't get rid of any of them. Even the interludes I'm fond of. Fish Whisperer's main issues are it's mixed a little too hot. It's really hissy. And I was trying out some new mastering ideas that didn't really work out well, so a lot of the songs have a little bit of extra distortion that they don't need to have. I think the biggest gripe I have with Fish Whisperer is a lot of the vocals are not mixed properly. But these things don't take away from my enjoyment of Fish Whisperer at all. Making breakcore. I'm trying to remove myself closer towards your work and Patricia Taxon's work mainly. I struggle getting space in my songs for lyrics. I think one of the best things you can do is there's a technique where you take other people's songs and you cut them up into different their respective sections, and then you use that as a guide for writing your own song. So, oh, here's where the chorus is and vocals happen here. Here's where there's an instrumental section and that happens there. Basically using someone else's song as like a skeleton for understanding where things go. You don't like do the song over again. You just do your own stuff over that, but like using the section as a guide and knowing, oh, vocals happen here, vocals don't happen here. I think that would be a really great experiment for you to do if you're wanting to find room for different sections like that. And this is a technique that like a lot of people use. A lot of your favorite musicians have all done this. It's a technique that has gone by like probably since to the beginning of recorded music. The fact that Jedwill is on Love and Pony Step means that there's now only 1 degree of separation between you and Marshmallow. I've actually been 1 degree separate of Marshmallow for a while because I know other people who know Marshmallow, but it's like fine. Jedwill and I actually originally linked up years ago. And I actually asked Jedwill 2 years ago if he wanted to do a track together. He was like, fucking totally, let's do it. And then we didn't actually do it for 2 years. We like agreed to this 2 years ago and it never happened until now. And it was like I think it was 4 years ago in 2021. It might have even been you who tweeted this or someone else, but I think it was you because I recognize the username associated. It was like, I wonder what a fucking Vylet Pony and Jedwill collaboration would sound like, and then Jedwill did the whole like eyeball emoji about it. Well, I'm not in contact with Danny Brown, but anyone's free to send him my way. Problem is, I haven't really listened to his music a ton. I've listened to his music, but not like very frequently. But I do like Atrocity Exhibition, the really good album. You having collabed with the Living Tombstone before makes you 1 degree of separation from FNAF at Freddy. I mean, I've worked with Tombstone quite a bit, actually. Like a lot. Things have shifted around, so it's hard to say, but this is kind of complicated to explain, but like I've technically been an in-house producer for the Living Tombstone since 2017. But things have shifted around so that the Living Tombstone is now a band, and I'm not a part of the band, but I've been a part of the group collectively as a studio since 2017 in a small way. Not like a really, really like huge way, but and we're I would absolutely not rule out us doing more stuff together and such. I don't think I would collaborate with JPEG Mafia. Great music, though. Do you have a method of writing lyrics? Oh, I've talked about this a bit. What I tend to do is, usually with songs, I will write down very plain phrases, like thoughts and feelings that I'm having. I'll put them into different sections, you know, how I want the story to be told. And then I start taking each phrase and sentence and being like, how can I say this in a more succinct and like proper way? Let me see if I can get an example. That annotation was deleted. What was deleted? What annotation was deleted? I have no idea. I annotated some stuff for dual-headed hydronoid. And also I was like really confused because someone had put that Calamari Spider was the person at the start of the song, which is like not true. It's Adrian Lenker. But it's like really funny someone assumed that. Anyway. What is a good song to do this with? I mean, probably Angel with a Long Shot. Okay, so here's an example with this line. And you know every one of my weaknesses. That was a really short way of me culminating these thoughts together. My thought was, when you've been together with someone and you break up with them, it's like all of your vulnerabilities and all of the like things that bother you, they know all these things now. They know everything that pisses you off and like hurts your feelings and stuff. And then like, when you're separate, it's like they just have that for themselves, right? And it's like it makes you feel even a little bit more vulnerable because that connection has been severed, but there's still these like intimate knowledges of each other, and that's like kind of scary. So I wrote something very similar to that, just verbatim, just like, and then I found that sentence through that, if that makes sense. Some things also come up as themes, so the idea of being thrown out of heaven is used a lot in the album. So a lot of the times when I have a theme like that, I'll find a way of articulating that with relevance to the lyrics, and it means something different in each song, but it will stay with the theme in some way. Some of these should be pretty simple. It's like, I'll tear everything out, I rearrange it, and I never see me as the same bitch. It's just like, I'm about to change as a person, and I don't know what direction it's going to be in, but it's going to be really radical and really different, and it's going to be kind of scary for everyone involved. You know, just write shit like that, and then find a way to whittle it down into a sentence or two that feels like it has like a nice level of prosody to it. I don't usually think about very intense, like mechanical inner workings of like lyrics, and sometimes, sorry, actually, I was just reading this. Sometimes I don't really think too much about the mechanical inner workings of writing lyrics. I don't always try to rhyme either. It's just sort of if it feels like it matters for me to rhyme or not. I think whenever I do employ something that's like technical, it's usually incidental and not me being like, I need to do this thing. It's usually just incidental that I'm like, oh, this, like when, as I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, this actually, I understand what makes this so strong. It's because of this like particular way I'm employing things. If that makes sense. And then occasionally, sometimes I will just hallucinate a phrase that I think is cool, and then think that like this could be used in the song in some way. Like, and an angel with a shoddy is just angel with a shotgun, but like shortening shotgun to shoddy because like you say shoddy in like Counter-Strike and Call of Duty and shit. Like hooves up high and an angel with a shoddy. This line doesn't really mean anything. It just sounds cool. So don't discount that you can think of a cool phrase and just use it, and you know someone else can find purpose in it. Actually, and also Angel with a Long Shot is actually a 4-year-old song. It was originally called Courier. And just Courier. Here's the first demo of it. And also, those are Derpy from My Little Pony. That's who's vocal chopped here. And you might be asking yourself, how the fuck is that happening if she never sings? Basically, I found all the parts where she has like an auto-tunable tone and chopped that up into this. Even this part, my favorite part is this. That's the part where she meows in Do Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep. That's my favorite part. So that was the first Courier demo, then it was this one.
Agonizing in the mirror over social cues. I wish I could tell what's up with you. Accepting every signal, but I just don't get it. You shoot the messenger, shoot the messenger.
Both of these demos are from December 31st, 2021. I wouldn't touch it again until 2 years later with Courier Demo 3, where I mainly just changed the drums.
Agonizing in the mirror over social.
And that's what that was, and then I wouldn't touch it again until a year later, and then it would become this one.
Does it piss you off when I sound like this? Your anger makes it all worth it.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
Let me make a
One thing, after another one thing. You would rather one thing. Just do it yourself. Why don't you shoot the messenger?
And then, of course, finally, half a year later, that would become...
Does it piss you off? One thing, after another one thing. You would rather one thing. Just do it yourself. Why don't you shoot the messenger? I know it's on a desert turtle in my heart, and it's all about how you play your part.
No, do these demos take long for you to make? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Let me get to the original Courier demo, because I can tell you how long this one took based on the files that I'm looking at. This one, or this one. This 48-second demo.
Agonizing in the mirror over social cues. I wish I could tell what's up with you. Accepting every signal, but I just don't
The project was created at 2:39 in the morning, and the demo was exported at 4:18 in the morning, which means it took 2 hours to make. This is kind of Fish Whisperer, I somehow see it. Yeah, because this was being made when I was like almost done with Fish Whisperer. Which makes sense. What else? Oh, I can finally show the worst rave ever thing. So... worst rave ever obviously sounds like this.
Let's go, fun! U3 Productions presents a Lucario Pictures original movie.
Worst rave ever.
Hardcore search and destroy.
Sleeping in the finest beds in Equestria. AJD and some bass by that flank. And it's not that serious. It's not that serious. And the best shit really makes you wince. You can still fuck it up at the worst rave ever. Worst rave ever. Worst rave ever. You can shake that tail.
So what this is sampling is a song called Club 3Q, which is something I wrote. I'm gonna show you the date for this. Here's the original date for Club 3Q. November 23rd, 2013. And here's what it sounds like. So I originally made that demo 12 years ago, and then it became, obviously it became this.
Sleeping in the finest beds in Equestria. AJD and some bass by that flank. And it's not that serious. It's not that serious. And
So that's that. Also, the worst rave ever had a couple of different phases. Let me see if I can get the, what was the first demo here?
worst rave ever.
Hardcore search and destroy.
Sleeping in the finest beds in a bed. You can get down low at the worst.
Here's the original drop.
You can be like, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Whatever.
That was the original worst rave ever idea, and that guitar sound is actually from that one Beck song, Loser. I replaced it with a different guitar, so it wouldn't just be taking from that song instead. But also, everyone in Pilfcourt can tell you that I spent way too much fucking time remastering and mastering Worst Rave Ever over and over again, to the point where it became a joke where everyone's just like trying to get me to quit remastering Worst Rave Ever because it's like a drug. Because it took a really, 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 really long time for me to get like the song to have that much bass.
True.
It took a long time for me to get that song to have that much bass and also be really loud. Because that's a lot.
Search and destroy.
Basically, if the song inputted into the mastering chain even 0.1 decibels louder, the entire song would start distorting and fall apart. That's just how on the edge that song was with its bass. It was a lot to deal with. And then also, the annotations, I did a bunch of annotations for dual-headed hydronoid here, but I wanted to 30-second Wolf Children review, top 10 movies of all time. Moving on. My favorite one is this. If you see, you'll see a lot of these, and it's like one sentence, or well, that's 2 sentences. 1 sentence. You'll see this, but the one that has the longest is this one. Because we still are talking. This is one of my favorite stanzas in the whole album. 100% of the bitch because he's still modern talking. Modern talking is a sound inside of massive. It's demonstrated here. So that's what modern talking sounds like. It was used to make a lot of the early 2010s bro step music. And in 2011, Knife Party released an EP called 100% No Modern Talking, which is also funny because Porter Robinson made a song called 100% In the Bitch. So 100% doubles for 100% In the Bitch and 100% No Modern Talking. At one point, modern talking sounded like a trope. People thought of it as a trope, which is why Knife Party made 100% No Modern Talking. But my absolute joker's trick is that a lot of the sound design on Love and Pony Step uses the modern talking wavetable. Even things that you don't think would be it. One of my favorite examples of the modern talking stealth sound is this. That giant synth at the end of Dragonfly was made using the modern talking wavetable. And I should be able to have the file I made for it. Hold on. So you can hear here, I'm experimenting with the modern talking wavetable. You can hear at the beginning, it's almost perceptible. That's the modern talking wavetable. And it might be hard to understand what's happening here, but I'll explain that. Basically, I'm taking the sound of modern talking and modulating the pitch of it, or modulating a phaser or a flanger of it at audio rates. So it's vibrating at a rate where the vibration itself would be audible on its own, which when you do that to a parameter on a synthesizer or an effect, it creates brand new harmonics and brand new pitches. And here, I have the modern talking going through the audio rate modulation and going through a pitch map to get the sound. And so that I used to make that section of Walking Beside a Dragonfly. And so what people do not realize is that this single line, "'cause we still modern talking," reveals an enormous part of the sound design done on this album. It's like Knife Party said we have 100% no modern talking, and I said we are still modern talking. Because we can make this sound fight the trope that they think it exists in. And that's the beauty of music. You can do whatever you want. So a lot of the growls in this album are made with the modern talking, very stealthily. Like, you can literally do whatever you want. What % modern talking is LPS? I would say that 90% of like the bass sounds in this album have modern talking in it somewhere. But there are lots of like melodic elements also that have modern talking in it. You'll also notice in Walking Beside a Dragonfly. Right after Arya says "be brave," deeply underneath you can hear modern talking.
Be brave.
You hear that? That's modern talking.
Be brave.
You know what else has modern talking? Is underneath the slow dance, if you listen very carefully to the bass.
Is all that there is. I'll be happy just to kiss you, happy just to hold you, till day breaks out, only dance. No, this.
Let's go to the slow dance stems really quickly. Here's the bass stem for slow dance. I'm sorry guys, but your acoustic ballad folk rock song has a fucking modern talking bass as the low end. I'm very sorry to have to tell you this. This is my Joker's trick of Love and Pony stuff. So much of it is modern talking. Anyway. Well, here I went again, speaking for 2.5 hours and not gaming. I need my Cheetos. I'm gonna still answer questions in chat, but I'm not gonna be pulling up stuff now because I'm gonna start gaming. But huge fan of Love and Pony Step. It's the best album ever made. Very proud. And yeah. I'm gonna make sure that my Firefox is over on this monitor so I can see it. Okay, there's that. And there's that. Oh my god. Okay. Right side up. What's your favorite Cheetos? Technically, mine are my favorite are hot Cheetos fries. But I'm having Cheetos Puffs right now, just the normal ones. When are we getting the remastering Worst Stream Ever stream? We don't have to do it again, it's fine. Where'd everyone go? Everyone hasn't left yet, we just started. Just wait for it. I think it makes sense why a lot of people leave when I start playing the game, because it's like, I tend to not talk very much when I'm gaming. I'm not like a crazy ass streamer that's gonna like try and make a joke every 10 seconds and keep everyone engaged. I just like chilling out. Thoughts on Knock 2? What is Knock 2? Is this a scary game? I don't know if I would say that. Is it a horror game? Yeah. Dropped from 94 to 96. What is happening? Are we talking about album of the year? Oh, it's been at 96, I think. This review. Got about halfway through this album and just had to turn it off. This is like Skrillex if Skrillex had zero redeeming quality whatsoever and was totally unbearable. Other than a couple of decent moments, this is an otherworldly cringe album that feels like it's once again trying to be annoying bad on purpose, which seems to be the case for most albums that are pushed up the front page on this Excuse me. On the front page of this website nowadays. Oh, cute. It's cute. It's cute.
Daddy said, like okay.
Wait. I'm not gonna name the person because no one should go and be mean to the memory. Everyone be nice. Don't go yell at this person because it's like fine. But I saw this review on the No Matter What EP. It's like really funny. This EP genuinely pissed me off. Not because the music itself was bad, but Vylet pretty much just takes the piss out of good Christmas songs that are universally liked, waiting between good intentional instrumentals and whatever the fuck track 3 was. No Matter What is a painfully disappointing parody that I literally can't rate lower because that would signify that I thought the EP had a low standard of quality. It had a high standard of quality. It was just made by some 2-bit asshole who hates everything that is universally accepted. Fuck this. I don't need this energy in my life. I'm going to bed.
Help me.
I'm sorry, but like, can like the positive reviews ever be funny like that? Why is it only the negative reviews are ever like funny? Everyone who's like rating their music like highly or whatever, can you be funnier? I'm just thinking about the fact that like they really are mad that I'm making fun of Christmas music. Okay, how do I play this game? I forgot. Holy shit, a hexagon piece. That's beautiful.
They got so mad they had to go sleep it off.
I like the LPS one that calls you a terminally online Skrillex and how it's just basically just Googling what people do. I don't think I read that one. I don't know, the negative reviews tend to be a lot funnier than the positive reviews. I also find myself getting kind of annoyed at more positive reviews than negative ones, because the negative ones I can at least like see where people are coming from sometimes. Some of the positive reviews, like everyone's like taking the piss out of shit sometimes, and it's like a little bit ill-informed occasionally. There are like 3 directions I can go right now. Wait, I think this was a door for a second. I mean, it kind of opens. Oh, I don't have bits. Knock 2 is the guy that made Dash Star about 4 years ago. I think it was in Counter-Strike. I don't know what that is either, believe it or not. The castle. Go to the castle. That was a pigeon, Leon. Castle. Go to the castle. Stand behind me? I thought for sure that one of them was gonna be standing behind me after I stopped looking.
Looks like there's something over there.
Okay. I've learned that seeing reviews for albums is something I need to stop doing because a lot of music reviews are annoying. Here's the thing. I think if someone feels the need to leave a negative review about anything at all, unless it's on something that's like harmful and like negative and bad, I think that the tendency to want to leave a negative review on something like that indicates a deeper problem with what this person's priorities tend to be. Obviously, you can have an opinion on music, and obviously you can dislike something, but I feel like going out of your way and being really mean about something is like, you don't have to do that. You can just dislike it and move on.
Damn, look at the size of that.
I know, it's like a castle. Those tend to be big. Obviously freedom of speech and everything, and like, hold on, one second. You know, people can say whatever they want, and like, I know people are gonna dislike my music by virtue of like the fact that I literally make every genre that I feel like it. Definitionally, someone's gonna dislike it purely for that reason. But you'll see negative reviews on fucking, you know, Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. There's nothing you can do about people disliking music. I think when negative reviews actually hold weight is if they're pointing out something that's deeper than like artistic intent or sound. It's like if they're criticizing, you know, the negative effects that this can have on people, if the album is trying to do something bad, you know, on purpose, then I feel like that criticism makes a lot of sense. At the same time, criticism can also, you know, encourage someone to improve as an artist, even if the criticism is stupid. So it's like, it really is a triple, quadruple edged sword. Were we here before, or is this a new place? Fish farm. Boat fuel. Sub-objective. Church key. Criticism helps people improve as artists. Ergo, I will now be asking trans women on the internet to be mean to me about my music for improvement purposes only. hell, now I have to deal with this. Oh, hi. Oi. Get off. Take a chill pill. Give me the money. Oh, hello, you're the first shadowed holder of the big hammer. Was that it? I think we already saw an enemy like that earlier, unless that was... I was expecting it to be a boss, but I suppose it's not a boss. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm trying to get the boat fuel, I guess? Oh, I forget it's showing me where the blue medallions are. That's like really lame. You should really like... I missed a stationary thing. It's like the objective is destroy the blue medallions, the secret blue medallions. Why is it showing me where they are on the map? It's so like, whatever. Oh, good one. Do it again. Oh, oh, nice. Oh, oh, nice. Good one. Try it again. Try it again. You got this, man. I believe in you. I believe in you. Oh, good. Oh, nice. Try again. There we go. Very proud of you. Yeah? Come on now. Go again. Oh. They're having one of those, like, situations. I'm not up there to stab them. Come down here. Let me just... Come on. Hi. Thank you. Something's gonna pop up out of the sludge. Who's yelling? I hear someone yelling. Hold on, let me just let me try this thing. I haven't used this yet. Oh. Okay. Not as strong as it could be. I also... Oh, wait. There's this. Can you chill? How about maybe you chill? What? Okay. Where did my other bolt go? There we go. Oh, but in here. So many treasures to discover.
¡Un forastero! ¡Puedo caminar!
Hi.
Out of the way.
One down. Sorry, must have tripped, right? That's his, like, situation. Hi.
Sorry, must have slipped.
Oh, there it is. There's his famous line. Okay, let's take care of that. Quick scopes and RE4. I was trying to earlier, a few streams ago. It wasn't working out very well. Where the hell is that C4? There it is. Hi. Oh, good. Can we... There's nothing to combine this with, I think. Yeah, I need green. I need more green. I'm in desperate need of some green.
Savvy said, my name's Gren.
My name Gren.
Lala.
Lala. That's from like Half-Life 2 bad translation, Google translation, right? Lala! Remember?
Okay.
Where's that last C4? Ew. Ew. That was gross. I missed a blue medallion, how tragic.
Not looking so good.
What?
This is what I'm talking about.
Are you talking about it? Leon's tears on talking about, like, the boat fuel every day of his life. Ate the egg raw. I mean, I don't think that we really have the luxury to just be cooking shit right now. Okay, I got the boat fuel. Here's him from the front. He doesn't want to look at the camera. Like he's not unpretty or anything. What?
Out of the way.
Okay, let's see if I can. Oh, we have to aim it first.
There you go.
What? That happened immediately. And it didn't even kill.
Not bad, right?
Sure, man. Come on.
Next.
Come on. Hi. What? Why disintegrate? Good thing I backtracked. I should probably be using the bolts in low stakes situations. Because these assholes love to eat up handgun ammo. And apparently grenades. Oh, I love snakes. I just be collecting snakes. I do like the way it feels to control Leon. A very satisfying movement. You can't see or hear this, but my controller rumbles every time he takes a footstep. There's like a very satisfying weight to it.
Ooh, you have the stench of battle on you, mate. Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. I'll buy almost anything. This is what I'm talking about.
Stop yelling.
Fine work. A well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill, friend. Knife needs care every once in a while. Could be the difference between life and death.
Oh, shit's so
Molding a weapon
expensive.
to suit your specific needs. Try that on for size. Knife needs care, everyone. There you are, as you wished. A job well done deserves payment in kind. Well then, what can I do you for? Oh, my back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us, I suppose. Pleasant travels.
We can be pleasant. It'll be so pleasant. Really excited about Snake. Snake! Waba?
Welcome, stranger. I believe this is your first time having a go at target practice. There's only one rule. Shoot the targets as they pop up. Simple enough, am I right? If you do well, I'll make it worth your while. Knickknacks and whatnot. Anyway, have fun, mate. Targets don't just stick around forever, eh? Don't let the small fry distract you from the big fish. Three, two, one, begin!
Oh, I see.
That's the stuff. Reload.
My sensitivity is a little low.
That's it.
Help. This is a tower defense game.
That's your lot. You have a knack for this, friend.
Okay. Well, Leon is a cop. The only thing they're good at doing is shooting people.
You're leaving already?
Oh my god, Resident Evil 4 is a gotcha game.
Right, 2, 3, 2, 1, begin! That's the stuff. Superb. Reload.
Did I miss one?
I dare say we've underestimated you, mate.
Wait.
Do come again, stranger. Some of the targets are, well, particularly sturdy.
Oh, I see.
One shot won't be enough for those, I'd wager.
I'm understanding. Okay. So then what's down here? What? There's a ladder. Just use the ladder. Maybe the boat? Probably the boat. Well, back to the old grind. Do the Elden Ring. Liana's out of breath. I mean, I would be too. Who and why? Hello, Dex.
Navi said, hello.
Dex said, hi.
Playing the Dylan game. Okay. Let the beast come. Let it all happen. Where did the harpoons come from?
Think you can swallow me whole, huh?
I think that's exactly what it's thinking.
Where'd you go? Shit. I'm sunk at this rate.
You're fine.
You tough son of a bitch.
hit like that.
Oh. Okay. So lock in. I think I processed it a little bit late that you're supposed to drive around obstacles. I thought it was doing everything sort of automatically.
swallow me whole, huh?
Dodge the trees.
Where'd you go? You tough son of a bitch.
Leon should try whispering to the fish. Let's get Candy in here. Rivers run red. No, my white boy. Oh no, he's got tuberculosis too. What is it with my white boys getting tuberculosis?
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most sacred body. It begins now. When day breaks, you two will join our covenant to share in my holy blessing forever.
Type character.
Condor 1 to Roost. Do you read me?
Condor 1? You've been radio silent for 3 hours. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Won't let it happen again.
And the church?
I'm still looking for whatever key I need.
Copy that. I'm glad you're okay. Roost out.
Oh my god. My swag obey snapback. Oh, now you want the light. Ababa. 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 What? Don't hit me. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back. Oh. Leon, your head. This dynamite light can be very effective. He's blonde.
Present for you.
Hi. That's my body. Dude. A chill pill. Oh, you're doing a situation.
Here you go.
Batty? That it was you.
Savvy said, lava.
What is this place?
The cave, Leon.
Some kind of Shrine. Same mark from the church. Is this the key?
Dang, this shrine got hands.
It's the lake.
Yeah. How do I get the church key? Well, probably something to do with this, but what? Oh, I was expecting this boat to be ass to control. This is very nice. We get infinite harpoons.
I've got some new items in stock. Come take a look. Welcome. I've got something new for you, mate.
Rocket launcher.
Why not try your hand at a new gun, stranger? Might save your life. Will that be all, then? Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well, that's our choice to make. There's some things money can't buy.
Oh? Don't know what they use for this yet. Yeah, with the gemstones and everything.
Got a
but...
selection of good things on sale, stranger. Suit yourself, stranger. You have the stench of battle on you, mate.
He has like 3.5 voice lines. Okay. I'm going to stop here. Hopefully next stream, I actually play more of the game. Like, just keep talking. Why did I just press start? I don't know.
Daddy said, help, I was just about to say I'm going to bed.
Oh, you're going to bed.
Lala.
Lala. Lala! Right?
Dex said, lala.
But, thanks for everyone coming to the stream.
Daddy said, thank for stream not steady world.
Said, by a rip-off.
Hope everyone liking, loving Pony Step. And, videos. Type of character.
Daddy said, goodbye not world.